And so it's nice to see that you all have joined me here today to our first session together, which is for the orientation to AMC MCQ CAT exam, which is the AMC Part 1 exam. So if a few of you can please turn on your cameras so I can see you as well while we interact together and go through this. It would be really wonderful. If you can, it's all right. Otherwise, you can just listen to me. But I'll really appreciate your interaction with me throughout this session, okay? Okay. So shall I begin? Are you okay, guys?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so let's begin. So as I said, we are here to talk about the AMC MCQ examination, which is the part one of the examination. So these are the points of discussion that we are going to talk about throughout this session, which is I will introduce you to the examination, tell you about the format of this exam and the key subjects that are covered and how much each subject weighs in the examination. So you can focus your time and all your studies towards the part which are more important here, and I will give you some tips and tricks to get ready for the examination and how to prepare, where to find your material, and the details about the MedPrep online course through which I'm here talking to you guys. So I will tell you about the course which is beginning soon in June. So you can enroll for that, and we'll be with you throughout your preparation and will make you ready for the exam. And throughout this session, if at any point you have any questions, please feel free to stop me. You can raise your hands and I will get to you. Or in the end, I'm going to take a different question and answer sessions to address all your queries and sort all your problems. Does that sound okay to you guys? Okay. So let's begin. So first of all, we're talking about the introduction to the examination. So we all have our own personal and professional reasons for moving to Australia. Some of them could be because someone is living there, or we want to move from our place to Australia and look for a better work-life balance and look for a better lifestyle. So for that, we IMGs, we have to go through either the standard pathway or through the competent authority pathway for those who have completed, who are from UK or other countries which are recognized by the AMC. And other than that, we also have specialist pathway, which is for those who are specially who have completed the specialty or post graduation. But for people like me, who have just completed their MBBS and want to move to Australia, we have to go through the standard pathway, which involves the AMC Part 1, which is the MCQ examination, and AMC Part 2, which is the clinical examination. And here, today, we are discussing about the AMC MCQ examination. Okay, guys? So these examinations are just a screening examination for those who wish to practice medicine in Australia, and giving these examination enables us to get a license, because we all know without a license you cannot practice medicine in any of the countries. So it helps us in getting a license, and people whose primary qualification, which is their MBBS, is recognized by the Australian Medical Council, are eligible to apply for this exam, which is the AMC one. And for this, you also have to go through the EPIC pathway. You have to get your degrees, your final medical transcript verified for this, and then you can book your slot for the AMC MCQ examination. And that's how it goes, guys. So once you pass the examination, which is the part one, AMC MCQ examination, it makes you eligible to get limited registration with the APRA, which is the Australian Health Practitioner Regulation Agency, and then you can work as a medical practitioner in Australia. So with the limited registration, guys, it's like you can practice for 1 year. Limited registration is okay for 1 year, and then you'll have to apply for a re-registration. And once again, you have to apply for a re-registration. I think you can go with this procedure for about 2 times. And other than that, you'll have to either sit the clinical examination or do the workplace-based assessment for this. So you can get a provisional registration, or either get, and after that, you practice for 1 year in Australia, you do rotations, and then you're eligible to get a general or permanent registration with the Australian Medical Council or the APRA. Okay. So I'm moving ahead. Any questions from anyone? Did any of you have any other questions? Okay, I'm moving ahead, guys. So now we're going to talk about the format of this examination. So as we all know, it is an MCQ examination, which means multiple choice questions that you have to answer. And there are a total of 150 MCQs, out of which only 120 are scored. So this is a computer adaptive test. And what does that mean? It is a form of examination which gives a specific exam for each of the candidate who are sitting for this examination. Okay. And it exactly means that once it starts with the one question which is selected randomly from the question pool, and the further question depends on whether you answer that question correctly or incorrectly. If you answer correctly, the next question would be a bit more difficult. If you answer incorrectly, the next question would be a bit more simpler. So that's how you go on till the end of the examination. And this examination is 3.5 hours long, and you can take a break, but the break is from your time, the 3.5 hour duration that you have for the examination. The break is included in that. You cannot pause your exam, but you can definitely go out for a break. So the question styles are single best answer from 5 options, which I said earlier is the MCQ. You get 5 options. You read all of them. You select the one which you think would be the best. And there are type A questions in which basically a lot of information is given to you. You peruse and browse through that information. And in the end, choose the best answer, which you think is appropriate. And other questions could be like they'll give you an ECG, an X-ray, or some other data which you have to, sort out through and then answer based on the question. And the scoring is based on the difficulty of the questions answered correctly. As I said, the question you answer correctly and the question you answer incorrectly, that whole scenario depends on the scoring. That decides the scoring of your exam. And the best part about this exam is that marks are not deducted for incorrect answers. So you can rest assured in that manner. And I already explained this to you that the first question is selected randomly and the next question depends on whether you answer correctly or incorrectly, the question which was presented to you first. And so here we talk about the importance of recalls, because half of the questions which come in the examination are from the previous exams, the exam that people gave earlier. And so recalls gain a lot of importance here. And the rest of the questions are the new questions which AMC selects. And that's how it goes. And yeah, one other very, very important thing that you guys should keep in mind is that once you have answered a question, you cannot return to it because it is a computer adaptive test. Your answer decides the next question which would be presented to you. So once you've answered a question, the computer will assess it and based on that, based on that, give you the next question. So once you're done, you cannot return back to it. Some sources say that you can flag questions and later check for revisitation. But in my experience, when I was sitting the exam, I could not revisit any of the questions. So keep that in mind and read your question very thoroughly and your options, and only answer once you're quite assured that you're, sure of the answer. And the scoring. The AMC score is from a scale of 0 to 500, and you only need to score about 50%, which is 250 numbers, and you're done and good to go. And another good part about it, this examination is that there are no limitation on the number of attempts that you can give. Please wait a moment. I have some chats here. Yes, of course, you can leave the session and join again. I think that's not gonna be a problem. You want me to repeat the process? Okay, just remind me. I'll go at it in the end again. Don't worry about it. Just remind me later on, okay? So yeah, there are no limits on the number of attempts that you can give for this examination. So rest assured in that matter. But of course, we all know that this examination is very expensive. So rather than a limitation by them, it's a limitation by us on the amount of money that we can spend on it, right, guys? And once you get the certificate, the MC certificate for MCQ examination, it is valid indefinitely. And the same is for the clinical examination. Once you get the certificate, it is valid indefinitely and you can use it whenever. So that's not a problem here. Is it okay, guys? Do you want me to repeat anything else or shall I move ahead? Any questions? I guess you guys have no more questions. So yeah, let's go ahead. So now, these are the key subjects that are covered in the examination. I've taken this specially from the AMC MCQ guidelines, so you can rest assured on the reliability of this. So main points that are covered are adult health, which is medicine, adult health, which is surgery, women health, obs and gynae, children health, which is pediatrics, mental health, psychiatry, and population health, which we also call as community medicine. And also there are questions from ethics, dermatology, oncology, all these things, but we'll talk about that in a while. And the total items, the total number of question out of all of this is 150, and 30% and 20%. So adult health, medicine and surgery cover a major part of it. So be sure to focus on it when you are studying. Okay, guys, let's move ahead. So these are the examination date, which are going to be scheduled in 2025. As you guys know, the session for May is already booked. So I've only displayed here the booking for the rest of the year. The good part about this examination is there are a lot of opportunities where you can see this examination. This examination happens many times in a single month and throughout the year. So yeah, you have a lot of opportunities for sitting this examination, which is good for us. So for the June slot, there are various dates which you can book by 26th of May. You still have time, so go ahead and book it according to your choices and preferences. For July, you can book by 23rd of June. And for the month of August, you can book by 21st of July. And for the month of September, you can book by 18th of August. And as you can see, you get the results in about 4 weeks or a month. So it does not take a lot of time, lesser time to be anxious and, always good for us. So for the October dates, you can book by 15th of September. For the November dates, you can book by 20th of October. So here it is. Go ahead and book your examination, guys, but be sure to be well prepared before you book your exam. So the main thing which we all are quite curious and worried about is the MCQ examination fees. So here we can see this is a hefty sum of 2,920 Australian dollars. I have done some basic conversions here, so you can take a look at it. But I'm sure since you guys are here present in this session, I'm sure you have researched, done your own research, and know quite a lot of it about the examination by yourself. So let's move ahead. Let's not dwell on this. So here we have come, the main part of the examination, tips on preparation, the tips and tricks which you all want to know about the exam and how to get ready for it. So this examination, they say, is more about your reasoning, like how your clinical thinking and how your mind works and the extent of your knowledge, rather than just cramming or memorization. So as we know, it is a computer adaptive test, which I explained to you elaborately a while back. So it all depends on you, how much you know and how much you can answer. And as I said, studying recalls is very important because a lot of questions are chosen from the previous examination, which is the pool they have, and thus they're repeated for the past examination. So we have a lot of recall groups which you can join, and it's always very helpful studying the recalls. Yes. And there are some reading material which are provided by the AMC. It is mentioned specifically on their website. They have these certain books, the Anthology of Medical Conditions, the Handbook of Multiple Choice Questions. Dear participants, doctors, I must emphasize on this point. Handbook of Multiple Choice Questions is very, very important. Do read it no matter what you're doing. If you're sitting for the MCQ examination, you got to read this book. Very important. And the next is John Murtagh's General Practice. Once again, a very important book. See, guys, the Handbook of Multiple Choice Questions, it is a bit old. Okay, so the explanations might not be very accurate or up to date. So be assured to check the latest guidelines by RACGP or Royal Children's Hospital or whatever Australian source you can find to check the latest guidelines according to the questions that you're attempting and see. But make sure to be updated on the things that you're studying or cramming, okay? But take a look at the questions, the type of questions they give, and what all sort of answers, sorry, the multiple choice you could be given for that, okay? And John Murtaugh's General Practice. Guys, once again, a very, very important book to read throughout your AMC journey. John Murtaugh's General Practice could be said as the Bible of AMC. And here I am not exaggerating at all. Okay, guys, make a note of it and do study it at least once, go through it. It has a lot of tips and tricks which can help you, not even only in the AMC, in your general practice as well. We are all practicing doctors. We are working in various hospitals, working as interns, residents. Some of you might even have done your specialty or post graduation. But this book, trust me, always helps. It has like really nice tips and tricks and short things which you can, cram quickly and apply. Very, very practical knowledge. So use John Murtaugh for reference purposes. If you get a question that you want some reference or study material for, you can look up at John Murtaugh's. Always good. And yeah, as I was saying, strong foundation in core medical knowledge is essential. So check all the latest management protocols, use these books as your source, and get a really strong core knowledge, okay? And yeah, practice your MCQs. Very, very necessary, because without practice, you cannot attempt. Like, time yourself, give yourself 3.5 hours and about 150 questions, do mock examination and do tests. And you can join study groups. You can join our MedPrep online. We'll form a group for you, which will be great. And make partners through our course and work together to clear this examination. Beat it. And yeah, as I said, review Australian clinical guidelines and management protocols. Always keep your knowledge up to date. Okay, any questions, guys? Till now, any questions? Am I clear? Am I audible? All good? Dear participants, I'd like to see some enthusiasm from you.
All good, ma'am.
All good?
Yes.
Wonderful. Good to see you. Sephirosa, is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, great. Glad to got that I got your name correct.
Sir, I have some queries. I'm from Bangladesh. So I will ask just before you will finish the
Of
session,
course.
then I will ask. Yeah,
If
I'm
you
waiting.
want to note it down, you can bombard me with questions at the end. Of course, I'm going to
No,
answer whatever you
I'm
want.
waiting. I'm waiting. Okay.
Okay, okay. So I have a question here and I will answer it once I'm done with the explanation part. I hope you guys are not finding this too boring. Is it all right, guys?
No, it's good. It's good.
Okay, love you guys. Stay with me, okay? Let's go. So here I'm done with the tips and tricks that I wanted to give you. Something very important which you need to keep in mind is the before the examination part. Once you're done with all your cramming and all your preparation, you've spent so much money on the exam and your preparation courses, and now it's the time before the exam. So what you gotta do? You gotta do these things. Sleep well the night before examination. I would like to tell you one thing which I always used for all my examination. Forget everything about the exam just 1 or 2 days before the exam. Like, just forget it and focus on getting into your mindset, the mental piece. It's very important, because if you're too worried, you're going to forget each and everything that you have learned. But if you're in a good mindset, you can definitely attempt questions. Knowledge comes back to you because you're already prepared. You've studied everything. What you have to do now, you just have to perform. Okay, so sleep well, get a lot of rest, eat well, keep yourself hydrated and strong for the exam, because those 3.5 hours are going to be grueling, guys. Do not think that I'm joking or mocking. It is true. You get a headache by the end of it, trust me. And do not take any stimulants or drugs. Okay, guys, no cocaine, no amphetamines. And candidates should manage their time well. Yeah, of course, because you'll have a timer inherent, a timer on your screen displayed throughout the examination. So try to manage your time well, because this happened with me in my exam. I was sitting there, and since it's this that you cannot revisit after answering one question, I was like very, very worried. So I was taking a lot of time answering each question. So the last 100 of my questions, and I had like about 45 minutes left, and then I started rushing. So don't make that mistake, guys. I made that mistake, but I'm really glad that I passed despite of that. So be assured and manage your time well. Okay. So practice, practice, time practice. And yeah, a personal timer will be provided. It will be displayed on your screen once you're attempting the examination. And read your placement letter carefully. Check the exam time and location. Yeah, do not be late. The AMC is very, very strict on that. They won't let you enter. They won't let you do anything. And all your time, money, and efforts will be wasted. So check the exam time and location and reach there at least an hour before. You might have some technical problems with your ID and checking other things. So yes, and settle before the exam. Keep some light snacks with you. Drink a lot of water. You cannot take anything inside. They'll just give you a piece of paper and pen inside, but nothing else that you can take. But if you have some snacks, you can come out during the break and have some water. Use the restroom. Yeah, it's always helpful. So this is for people who are traveling long distances. Some of these guidelines are from the AMC. I don't know if they apply to you, but still go through it. And yeah, the AMC has this whole PDF. It's the AMC MCQ specifications. So if you want more detailed knowledge, even though I've put everything in here, all that you need to know about the exam, and you can still go through it if you have time or want to. Okay, and yeah, when you're going for the examination, get 2 IDs. One should be a primary ID containing your photo and signature, and other should be a secondary ID containing your signature. It's very important both for the MCQ and for the clinical examination. So make sure to carry both IDs. Okay. So now the big part, the MedPrep online course. It is for the AMC-I MCQ exam, and we are launching this course from June 1st. And it is a long course, going to be about 4 months, and it's for the candidates hoping to sit the exam from October to November. Okay, guys. So if you're starting fresh or revising your basics, whatever you want, if you're sitting the examination, please come and join this course. We'll be sure to help you. We have wonderful doctors, including me and Dr. Akshay and Dr. Hania, and we'll help you through your AMC MCQ journey. And yeah, please join. And if you join now and do a pre-registration, you might even get a discount. Okay, guys? So hurry up. We have these numbers here, and I guess your registration link must also have numbers if you want to join. So, more about the course, I'm going to tell you, it's going to run for about 4 months from June to October. And as I said, wonderful doctors, Dr. Akshay, Dr. Hania, will all guide you throughout the duration of this course. And all the key subjects, which I showed you earlier, medicine, surgery, obs, gynae, pedia, mental health, community medicine, ethics, dermat, everything we're going to cover in this course. Okay, so rest assured about that. And we'll take all our material from all the resources that I mentioned to you earlier, the MCK handbook, John Murtagh's, and the recalls. And yeah, you'll get a whole complete package for your exam. And we'll practice mocks and we'll do recalls. And you will also get subject wise study material, which you can read at your own time and at your own leisure. Even if you're booking your exam for later dates, you'll have this material with you, and you'll have question banks on the website which you can go through and practice, because as I said, practice is the key. Practicing MCQ is very, very necessary. And we'll have about 2 to 3 live discussions or live lectures every week. So you'll be seeing our faces and we'll be interacting and teaching you whatever is on the agenda of that week. And yeah, we'll clarify your doubts, answer your questions. And the best part about this is you'll have access to recordings of these live sessions. So you can watch them later at your leisure while you are going through your study material and doing whatever you want. Some, quick prep, just look at those videos. They're going to be helpful, doing your thing. And we have WhatsApp groups, which are open to you guys 24/7. You can text us, and one of our tutors will be getting back to you as soon as possible. And yeah, complete support for you guys till you're done with your exam. Done and dusted, guys. Okay, so that's how we're gonna do it. So the course, as I said, this is about the course. We're going to study adult medicine, surgery, and all the basics that you need to know, because we all know this: biochemistry, anatomy, pharma, patho. All this is the basics, and what we are practicing, what we are applying is the medicine and surgery and all that. So we're gonna walk you through all of it, studying the core knowledge and then going on to the practical application. How you're gonna use that core knowledge to answer your MCQs and ace your exam. So the investigations, practical skills like communication, history taking, and physical examination. It's more for the clinical examination, but some scenario-based questions also come. So you gotta have some knowledge about that. Because see, a lot of us have been working for a long time, me including. I have some experience. Some of you might have a lot of experience, and some of you might just be fresh interns out of the college. So you might not have a lot of practical hands-on approach, but we need to learn this. Once you're done with the theory, you can go and apply it practically. And understanding of the current treatment and management methods, which is very necessary. Once again, keep your protocols and management up to date. Okay, don't study the old material, study the new material. It's all available online. Okay, always check RACGP, RCH guidelines. You'll always get the answers that you're looking for. And also the source material that I told you about. Women's health, obs and gynae, also very important. A lot of questions come out of it. And mental health, diagnosis, management, physiology. I know a lot of people find psychiatry very, very difficult, but I think it's one of the good subjects because it's condensed, and when you get questions out of it, you can answer it quickly because short material to read and good application, you can do it. And pediatrics, a lot of things to cover, but we'll cover all of it. And population health and ethics. Population health is community medicine, some stats, some questions. We're going to go, of course, vaccination, education, epidemiology. We're going to study all about it. And ethics. Ethics, guys, excuse me, is one of a very important topic that you should be careful about in AMC. People in Australia are very, very particular about ethics. Like any situation you have, how you should behave, how you're going to behave with your colleagues, how you're going to behave with your seniors, how you're going to manage and talk to your patients, right? So, and how you're going to solve problems which come to you. And you get these kind of questions in MCQ even. I'm not only talking about the clinical scenario or once you're in Australia practicing as a doctor. You need to know this. They'll be asked in the MCQ even. So with our MedPrep online course, we're going to cover all of this for you. We have 4 months and we're going to do our best to prepare you for the examination. Okay, guys? So now this is the question and answer time. Bring it.
Hello, mentor. I'm Dr. Roshni from Bangladesh. I have a basic query. Actually, I want to know, after passing the AMC-I, what are the working opportunities in Australia? Is there any? Please, I need to know it.
Doctor, there are obviously working opportunities. Why else would we sitting here talking about all this? But it all depends on your practice, on your luck, and your portfolio. You have to work hard for it because sometimes people get jobs even after AMC MCQ1. A friend and colleague of mine, he was a fresh intern. He had hardly 6 months of experience in emergency medicine and just AMC MCQ examination, and he got a job. Okay, so
Nice.
how it works, and it all depends on you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Not a problem. Yes, yes, Mr. Fire Tablet, Miss Fire Tablet.
Okay, so is the handbook of for MCQs enough to study for this exam, or do we also have to, go through John Murtag's?
Doctor, first, can you please let me know your name? What's Fire Tablet? I cannot address you as Fire Tablet, can I?
Okay, sorry. I am Dr. Arsalan. I'm from
Assalam.
Pakistan.
Okay,
So
nice to meet you. Yes, I got your question. Anything else?
no, just wanted to discuss about the study material since I have to take this exam in 3 months.
I'd
So
say yes.
just wanted to ask, is the handbook for AMC MCQs is enough to study?
See, I did you not like I just told you about it, right? AMC MCQ Handbook is very, very important. You gotta go through it,
Okay.
all of it. Gotta study the
Okay.
questions, but it is not up to date. You gotta keep your knowledge, your base up to date. You got to study the guidelines. You got to study the recalls. Just studying the handbook is not going to give you or get you anywhere because it's a very, very old book. But it does not mean that it is not important. It is important, but you gotta practice and study the fresh stuff, right?
Okay, thank you.
Not a problem. Now I'm going to talk to Tanveer. Yes, Miss Tanveer, doctor.
Ma'am, assalamu alaikum. I have a question. You said
Yes,
that
yes, doctor.
after AMC-I, I maybe get a job in Australia. But which quality helps me to get a job, or which quality enrich my portfolio? Will enrich my portfolio?
Of course, I'll tell you all about it. The qualities which enrich your portfolio is your clinical experience, like how much clinical experience you have, that's important, and also clinical gaps, how many gaps you have in your portfolio, in your resume. That's also a very important thing. And other than that, you should have your CPDRs. We call it continued professional development. For that, you can do AHA certified BLS, ACLS, basic life support, advanced cardiac life support. And yeah, having AMC MCQ is very, very important. Without this, you cannot get a job. And yeah, all this, and make a very nice resume. And that's also very important because the resume gives a very good impression of you. If it's well made, it's up to the Australian guidelines, then people are gonna look at it. As I said, a friend of mine got a job last year. He was just done with his MCQ examination and he got a job. Yeah, so you can get a job in Australia with just part one. Not a problem.
Ma'am,
Yes,
you said one of your colleague got a job after 6-month internship.
Yeah.
After 6-month internship, this is not too much
Oh,
clinical experience.
Not 6-month internship, 6-month experience. After his internship, he had 6 months of hospital experience.
Thanks, ma'am. I got it.
Yeah, yeah. Any other question, guys? Come on, bring it on. I know you all have a lot of questions for me. We
Hello.
still have half an hour left.
Hello, Dr. Aarti. Am I audible to you?
Yes, Dr. Mahesh.
Thank you so much for the great session. I appreciate that. So I have just, kind of maybe a little question to you at this moment because this session is all about AMC exam. So actually, I'm a pathologist and I have my specialist fellowship degree here. I'm from Pakistan and I have more than 10 years of experience. So I'm just thinking to, take the specialist route for the assessment. Okay.
Okay, so you want to take the specialist route to go to Australia.
So can you just please do let me know that AMC exam is the mandatory for that or not?
See, Dr. Mahesh, it's good that you have a lot of clinical experience, but it all depends if your degree is recognizable by the Australian Medical Council or the APRA. So you'll have to check with the APRA, check your eligibility, and then you can see if you need to go through the standard pathway or you can go through the specialist pathway, because it all depends on the APRA. I have a few colleagues of mine with whom I was preparing for the clinical examination. They had like 15 years of experience. They were microbiologists and they had a lot of practice. They're great doctors. And yeah, they were taking the standard pathway with me because their degrees were not recognizable by the AMC. So you gotta check. Okay? That's all I can tell you about this.
Okay, thank you so much. So basically, my degree and my MBBS degree and my fellowship degree has been, verified and updated by AMC in my portfolio through Epic. So I started my just assessment. So from that perspective, I can take this as my degree is kind of recognized there.
Okay, if your degree is recognized, did you check on the AMC which pathway they're suggesting for you? Because you can self-assess yourself. They have this questionnaire, this whole thing that you can do, and they're gonna let you know which pathway you're supposed to take. You can do the self-assessment on the AMC website, and that's gonna sort your query out.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, no problem. Yes, guys.
And
Anyone else?
I'm sorry. So my next question related to AMC exam actually.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
So basically, I'm a kind of a pathologist, so I don't have any patient interaction, and I'm not in kind of that clinical practice over
Mm-hmm.
years now. So if I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to take the AMC exam part one, so how am I supposed to start the prep? Because it's more than 10-15 years of gap now. So I am out of totally clinical touch.
Oh, I understand, Dr. Mahesh, your problem. And yeah, I cannot relate to it, but I can definitely advise you something. Start from the basics. Go with us. You can, I'm doing advertisement here, but you can join our course and we're gonna guide you through all of it. Okay. You just gotta start with the basics. I'll say start doing the AMC MCQ handbook. Just start doing the questions, solve the questions, study for your resource material, use John Murtagh's, join our course, and we'll help you as well. So start from the basics and build step by step. Your clinical experience and your patient interactions becomes more important when you're going for the clinical examination. But for now, what you need is a lot of theoretical knowledge. Yes, because MCQ is all about theory and clinical is all about practical. So right now, focus on your basics, solve questions, and go ahead. But first of all, do the assessment. If you're supposed to say the standard, go through the standard pathway or go through the specialist pathway. Okay. Does that sort your question out, Dr. Mahesh?
Oh, I'm sorry. So I'm going through the specialist pathway.
You are?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, so you don't have to give the exams.
Okay, so it's not mandatory.
I'm sorry, Dr. Mahesh. I guess this is a bit out of my league. I'll check and I'll get back to you. Okay. If you're with me on the next session, we're going to have more sessions. So I'll let you know about it. Okay.
Thank you so
How
much,
does that
Dr.
sound?
That's so nice of you. So my email, my contact number, of course, now in your group. So please do keep sending me, keep updating me regarding your sessions and everything. Thank you so much.
No, not a problem, Dr. Mahesh. Okay, so I have a question from Dr. Tanvir. Can I practice in Australia for 1 year? I don't understand that part clearly. Actually, after part one, AMC part one, if you get a job offer, if you get shortlisted for a job and you get a job offer, you will be granted limited registration by the AHPRA, okay? And that is valid for about an year. And within that year, you can either do the workplace-based assessment, which you enter through the hospital you're practicing in. The second thing you can do is pass the clinical examination. And if you cannot do any of those, the third thing you can do is get yourself re-registered. I think the limited registration you can get renewed twice. But after that, you gotta clear either the clinical or enter a workplace-based assessment. That's how it works. Does that answer your question, Dr. Tanvir? Okay. Anybody else? Any other questions?
Yes, mentor. I have another query, please. That is,
Yes, Dr. Rafina.
you told that your course will be for 4 months and it will be recorded. So can you please tell me about the budget or course fees? And second thing is, it will be recorded. So how long I can see the session within this 4 months, or it will be valid still after 4 months?
Yeah, it will be valid after 4 months, doctor. And about the fees, here in this group chat, there is this contact number. You can talk to them and they'll let you know about the fees. And as I said, you're gonna get early bird special discount if you book now, okay?
Yes.
So go ahead and book that, and you're gonna have access to the course material till you're done with your exam. So don't
Okay.
worry about that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So kind of you. Thank you.
Yeah, not a problem. So anybody else coming up with a question? Come on. We have lots of time on our hands.
So, doctor,
Yes.
are you in Australia right now? Actually, I have no clue. I don't know regarding you. So, can you please share something about you?
Okay, so something about me. I'll go ahead and tell you all about myself since you are so curious, Dr. Afia.
Okay.
I'm Shruti Singh, and I did my MBBS qualification from India in 2019. After that, I did a year of internship, and in 2020, I was done with that, and I've been practicing in India since then. And yeah, I have about 4 or 5 years of clinical experience, and Yeah, I've done both AMC MCQ Part 1 and AMC Clinical, which is the Part 2. And yeah, I did them both. And right now, I just got done with my clinical examination in March, and I got my results in April. So yeah, it's pretty fresh. And the recruitment season is starting in June. And last year, after I was done with my MCQ, I completed my MCQ examination in 2024 March. About the same time, I did my clinical. So I applied for a lot of jobs, and as I told you guys, there's a lot of competition, and these days AMC is a bit picky, a bit choosy. So if you have good portfolio and good luck, you can definitely get a job after just part one. But for me, my luck did not work on that part. So I did my clinical, and now I'll start applying in June as soon as the recruitment season opens. So let's hope for the best. I'll update you guys if I get a job. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Good, best wishes for you. Thank you, doctor.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Apia.
Hello, Dr. Shruti.
Yes, Dr. Mahesh, I'm here.
Sorry, so from your conversation, just I question in my mind. So what is the induction period in the Australia for doctors from June to?
Sorry, what did you say?
Or what is the job applying period from June to?
It starts from June. It's basically open throughout the years. Hospitals keep running out of doctors. Someone vacates or someone moves to some other place. So it's almost up throughout the year. But main season starts from June. And there's the second session, which starts from October. And there are a lot of job opportunities. And most of the IMGs get their jobs from October to January. Because at that time, that's the year closing. Hospitals are running out of doctors. So you get a lot of job vacancies during that time. The friend that I was telling you about, yeah, they also got their job in November last year. So yeah, that's how
Okay,
it works.
thanks. So is there any website for to kind of you have to keep browsing that website for the jobs?
Dr. Mahesh, I'll tell you, there are a lot of the websites. It's Seek, it's Indeed. If you have a LinkedIn profile, you can check the LinkedIn profile. They have a lot of job vacancies there. And other than that, Australia, it's a lot of states. So the state governments send out their vacancies on the government health website. For Queensland government, it's a separate website. For Western Australia, it's a separate website. For Southern Australia, it's something else. For Australian Capital Territory, it's another website. For New South Wales, it's another website. So there are a lot of websites that you gotta browse through. But you can get a gist of it on Seek and LinkedIn and Indeed. There are these few websites that you can keep on checking regularly. And if you're totally dedicated to doing it, and so you have these 7-8 websites which you can keep browsing. And other than that, private hospitals have their separate website like Monash, Vincent's Healthcare, and Central Gippsland, and this and that. Lots of it.
Okay, thank you so much.
Not a problem. Yes, guys. Any other questions? There are a lot of participants in this meeting, but I guess I told you guys like a really I took a really good session. None of you have any questions, I guess. Just these 3-4 doctors asked me a few questions. All of you. No other questions, I guess. Is there anything else anybody is curious about or wants to know? Where to study medicine from? Medicine. You can use the Anthology of Medical Conditions and John Murtagh's. John Murtagh's is all about medicine. Yeah. But use it as a reference material. Do not go through it end to end. Okay. And yeah, not a problem. Any other question, guys? Keep it coming. I thought we'll run out of time. You guys are going to bombard me with questions, but I guess I was wrong. So any of you guys this is Dr. Aima from AMC-I. From which resource should we start? Start with the handbook. As I start with the handbook. Go through the handbook and based on the questions, go back and track the resource material. Like what all topic is it? Study that topic. The next question. What topic, what subject? Study that. Okay? That's what I did. That's what I did. I'm not saying that it is accurate, but I passed and I did that, okay?
Hi,
Or
Dr. Singh. I
hi,
have a
Dr. Rosa. Yes, so nice to see you. Thank you for opening your camera. It's always really nice seeing your faces while talking to you. Otherwise, it's just like I'm talking to a blank screen.
thank you. I just
Yeah.
have a question. Do you have, by any chance, do you have these resources on e-copy? And if yes, would we be able to have access to them?
Sorry, what are you talking about? John Murtagh's and AMC Handbook.
It's on the yeah, and the handbook.
Uh, Doctor, you can download it. It's available all over the internet. You can just download it from
Okay.
anywhere. Yeah, it's PDF. It's everywhere. And you can get all of these resources. Even the anthology of medical conditions is it's all over the internet. You can get it from anywhere. It's not a limited resource.
Right, thank you.
Not a problem. Yeah, so I have a question from iPad. For fresh graduate after passing both part 1 and part 2, what are the chances of getting a job? So fresh graduate, how fresh do you mean? Is it like, are you done with your internship, or do you like don't even have an internship? Because it's important to have an internship if you're applying for jobs in Australia. That's some experience that you need. And as I said, if you're done after completing MBBS, you're not done with your internship. What does that mean? You get your degree. Oh, not done with your internship. Yeah. So yeah, you've got to do some internship, because you can even apply for some internship opportunities in Australia. They might take you in, but you got to do your BLS, ACLS, do your CPDRs. But if you're done with both part 1 and part 2, it puts you in about 70%, the top 70% of getting people who are getting the jobs, because AMC is getting a lot of doctors. A lot of doctors are doing part 1. So if you're done with part 2, that gives you edge and advantage. But that does not mean people with part 1 do not get a job. They do. It all depends on the hospital and how good of a profile you have. Okay. No problem, Dr. iPad. Anybody else? Yes, keep the questions coming, guys. We have 10 or 15 more minutes to kill. Just ask anything.
Dr. Singh, so after passing the AMC 1 and 2, do you need a job offer to be able to apply for a work visa?
Yeah, definitely you do. You do.
Okay.
And also for your registration, you need a job offer, because they're going to sponsor your visa. And based on the job offer, you can apply for the registration with APRA. That's how you go about it.
Hello, Dr. Singh. It's again Dr. Mahesh. Sorry.
Yes, Dr. Mahesh. So nice to hear your voice again. I like it when you guys interact. It's good. It's like we are sitting in front of each other and talking. Yeah.
So for English speaking, what do you think, which is the best option, like OET, PT?
Dr. Mahesh, what should I tell you? See, I did OET and PTE both. I sat for both of those, because first I went for the OET. There's this friend of mine. She did her part 1 and part 2, and she's in UK country. She's practicing psychiatry there, and yeah, she told me that I should do the OET. It's very specific. It's for us. It's for doctors. You'll have questions about patient interactions, and fill in the blanks from patient interactions, and things like that. So yeah, I can say that it's a bit more familiar for us to do, but the cost is hefty. Okay, it's expensive. And for PT, it's very simple, and it's also not very expensive, so you can go for it as well. But it's very basic. They're gonna give you clips of random people talking, and you're gonna have to fill in the blanks with those, and answer questions, and match words, synonyms, and things like that. So you can do whatever you want. But the only difference is PT is a bit general, more basic, and a bit cheaper, whereas OET is more specific for doctors, and more expensive. Yeah. And there's no problem with the validity. You can use any of those. But remember, your English tests are valid for only up to 2 years. So you gotta keep doing it again and again if it expires. Okay.
Thank you so much. So from your discussion, I can say that PT is the more, cost effective and easy to pass.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like English, OET isn't even difficult to pass. It's not difficult. It's more profession specific. They're gonna ask you questions about from your profession, sort of the things we talk about to our patient in daily basis, you know. And PT is more general, but yeah, it's definitely cheaper, whereas OET is expensive.
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem, Dr. Mahesh. OET or IELTS is necessary for AMC1, Dr. Savera Saud. No, it is not. You need OET or IELTS when you're applying for jobs. You don't need OET or IELTS for your AMC1 or 2, any of those, just for the jobs, okay? So you can even wait after you're done with your AMC1, you get the certificate, you can get the OET or IELTS or whatever you want to get, and when you're applying for the jobs, because they need it for registration, not for the examination purpose. They need it for registration. Yeah, no problem, Dr. Saveda. And can you narrow down the name of the resources we should use for AMC1? Dr. Aima, come on. I just see here. I just told you about it. Anthology of Medical Conditions, Handbook of Multiple Choice Questions, John Murtaugh's General Practice, and current Australian guidelines and management protocols. And I would be very, very glad if you join my course, our course, and I can give you fresh resources which we're going to create from you from the amalgamation of all of these resources. Okay, Dr. Aima, how does that sound? Does that answer your question? Okay. So anybody else coming up with a question? You kindly tell about GP training after AMC1. Doctor, there's no GP training after AMC1. You gotta either get your part 2 or get workplace-based assessment to get your general registration. Without general registration, there is no specialist training in Australia.
Hey, Dr. Singh, again, it's me.
Yes, Dr. Mahesh.
So actually, I'm getting ideas from your conversation. So that's
Oh, come on. Keep the questions coming. That's what I said. Bombard me, guys. I'm here for you.
can you just please a little bit about the workplace-based assessment?
Okay, Dr. Mahesh, let's go to that place. That place is a bit treacherous because workplace-based assessment is very difficult to get into. I was telling you guys about colleagues of mine who were with me for clinical examination studies. So the couple I told you about who are specialists and have about 15 years of work experience. So one of those people got a job offer from one of the hospitals in Tasmania, the Royal Hobart Hospital. So they offer workplace-based assessment. So it depends on that. The hospital you're applying to, if they have workplace-based assessment and you get lucky enough, you get an interview, you get selected, you start working there, and then once again they'll have assessments. There's also competition for workplace-based assessment. There are going to be a lot of residents who all want to enter the workplace-based assessment. So there's going to be competition there once again. They'll assess you, and the most suitable doctor would be chosen for workplace-based assessment. So you're going to be there for about an year whole, and that would be that during that whole time you'll be rotating through the departments. It's more like an internship, and at the end of it, yeah, there'll be regular assessments like I guess monthly or 6 monthly or 3 monthly. I'm not really sure about it. And then at the end of it, you get your workplace-based assessment done, and you get your registration.
Okay, is there any chance that kind of the once you are kind of in their system for the work place-based assessment, and they can kind of fail you in your, like, after seeing your performance, they can fail you and just they can like kind of reject you as a candidate?
Doctor, I won't say they will fail you once you get into the workplace-based assessment, because once again, it's very competitive getting into it. It's not just going to be you only. There are going to be a lot of other residents as well who are going to be there aiming for that position. 1 or 2 positions are workplace-based assessment. And once again, not all hospitals offer it. 1 or 2 hospitals in the whole state are going to offer the position for workplace-based assessment. So it's also very rare. Okay, so I'd say focus on your exams more. Workplace-based assessment is very luck-based.
Oh yeah, so no. So I was kind of thinking from my perspective that so like for a specialist route, I don't have to give the AMC Part 1 exam. So but workplace based assessment is there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I have asked you that question in my perspective.
Okay, okay. I'm not really sure about that, Dr. Mahesh. I'm not really knowledgeable about the specialist pathway because I went through the standard pathway. I'm like going through the standard pathway myself. So I'll have to look or talk to people.
Okay, okay. Thank you. I'm just hoping to see you in your next session with kind of
Of
more.
course, I'll be here. Come and join. We'll talk.
Thank you so much.
No problem, Dr. Mahesh. So I have a question from Dr. Ted here. What are the steps opening AMC account and how long does it usually take? It does not take a lot of time to open the AMC account, but to build your portfolio, you have to get your degree, your final medical transcript verified through the EGFMC or EFGMC something something. It's Epic basically. You have to make an Epic portfolio, and you have to get it verified through that, which verifies your basic degree, your credentials, and then it takes some time, about a month or so it can take, and you're gonna have to pay the fees there. And after it is done, you get it uploaded to the AMC, and once again you'll have to pay the fees, and then you can book your slots for the MCQ and the clinical examination. So it goes like that. Does not take a lot of time to open the account, but it takes a lot of time to get to the booking of the examination because there are a lot of steps in between. Send your degree to the Epic and then get it verified after paying, then upload that degree to the AMC. Then after it is all done and verified, you're able to book the MCQ examination. Does that answer your question, Dr. Ted? And no problem. No problem at all. So, any other questions? Come on, guys. Don't be so low. Ask whatever you wanna. Come on, keep the questions coming. We have 5 minutes left. I'll start the countdown and then I'll go if you don't ask me anything. I guess you all are done. Did I bore you that much? Nobody's saying anything.
Hello.
Hello,
So
doctor.
is AMC one valid for life?
Yeah, I told you both of these certificates with AMC valid forever. You can use it whenever. No problem at all. Does that answer your question, doctor?
Yes, thank you very much. Thank
No
you very much.
problem. No problem. Okay, guys, 2 more minutes to go. Come on, come on. Any last question for the day? Give me a very, very good question before we end the session.
Yeah, Dr. Singh again. My
Yeah.
question to you now.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So after passing AMC, what are the routes to get entry into the Australia? Like, what is the job hierarchy for the doctors after getting the AMC?
Guys, for us, for the IMGs, we start at the most basic level. It's just one level above the intern. It's a resident under level 1 supervision. So you're gonna do that for about a year. After that, you're eligible for level 2 or 3 supervision, and then you keep moving. We're gonna start at resident medical officers. It's gonna be at the very base. So we're gonna be answerable to everyone.
Oh, what is the fellowship rank like after how many years you're passing AMC exam? So you will be kind of eligible to apply for the fellowship programs.
I'm not really sure about that. After just 1 year, you can get if you're done with your clinical and or workplace-based assessment and your AMC 1, then after just 1 year of practice, you get your general registration, and then you can enter any of the specialist training programs.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Thank
Yeah, yeah, not a problem. Okay, so I
Actually not long enough. So if you are kind of focused, determined, so you can get your fellowship entry into like kind of 2 years, right?
no, actually, the specialist training takes a long time in Australia. It's gonna be a while. Even if you're a specialist in your country, they're gonna want you to retrain for about 3 to 4 years again once you enter there.
Okay,
Yeah,
right. Okay, thank you.
no problem, doctor. So I have a question here from Dr. Sumera, and it is after AMC 1, can we get general registration without clinical if one has GMC through membership exam? What is GMC through membership exam, Dr. Sumera? MRCS. If you have MRCS, you should go through the competent authority pathway, shouldn't you? Home country license exam is a must for getting a job. If you don't have any UK experience, then I guess you're gonna have to check with the AMC. You gotta have UK experience, then you can go through the competent authority pathway. Otherwise, you're gonna have to check with the AMC because I'm also not very sure about it. How that works. I'm really sorry, Dr. Sumeda. Not a lot of insight to give on this one. Yeah, just you can email the AMC directly and they could get back to you regarding this. But I'm sure there are some question answers for this because there are a lot of people on the internet. Because as I hear these days, UK is quite saturated and getting a job is getting more and more difficult. Guys, get done with all of this soon because I'm quite worried that the same thing is going to happen to Australia as well. But Australia is big and there are a lot of hospitals, so maybe not. Not getting job for the last 9 months. Oh, of course, Dr. Sumera, I've heard about it. How long did it take for the preparation, doctor? AMC 1. Guys, for me, it was crazy. Let me tell you my horrible, dear, heart-wrenching story. So, what happened to me? I was planning to go for PLAB because some of my relatives are in UK currently. So, I was preparing for the GMC, the GMC registration PLAB pathway. But there were some technical difficulties with my college degrees. There's like a world directory of medical colleges and all. So the universities were not matching, the one on my degree and the one they've updated in the world directory. So I couldn't go through the GMC pathway. So I had to change my whole scenario. But for that, I was preparing for PLAB for a long time, like for about 6 months, 8 months, I was preparing for PLAB. Then I got to know that I cannot sit the PLAB. So I changed my whole approach. And with a friend of mine who's in UK, she told me that I should go for the AMC pathway because AMC is the new the new cool thing. Yeah. So doctors they are less, they're not overworked. They're getting better pays. Australia is big. The climate is great. And yeah, so it's the new thing. So I redirected my efforts to AMC 1 and here I am. So it took me about, I don't know, I dedicatedly studied for AMC 1 for about 4 months. But if you talk about the all of it, I've been studying all of the time. I never like quit studying. I study always. It's a problem with me. So, but dedicated studies for about 4 months. Yes. Does that answer your question, Dr. Akhila? I'm sorry. I hope I didn't confuse you. I got lost in the story.
No, it's okay, doctor. It's
Yeah.
clear. Yeah.
Okay. Great, Dr. Akhila. Anybody else? I guess we are done with the session. Are you okay, guys? Do you have any questions or should we call it quits for today? Nah, no answer once again. So I guess you guys are done. So, okay, guys, it was great seeing you and seeing Dr. Safarosa because nobody else showed me their faces. So,
You.
okay. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Dr. Malas and Dr. Mahesh and Dr. Akhila. I'm really thankful that you guys enjoyed it. I tried to do my best for you guys because when I was starting this AMC journey, I had zero clue what to do. I was so lost. I just did not know at all because there's no resource, there's nothing on the internet, right, about AMC. Even the videos you look up on YouTube are, please excuse my language, shit. They're not good at all, okay? So you cannot go there. So thank you so much, guys, for the interaction. Dr. Safarosa, thank you so much for opening your camera, and I'll see you guys in the next session. Have a great day, guys, or great night. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Signing off.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, bye-bye.